Hello, what's up guys? This is Jouni Juurela back again from Floorball Made Simple with another video, and today we're going to talk about one of the quickest shooting styles, the snapshot. This video will provide some very basic info on how you can shoot the snapshot, how you can utilize it in different situations, and also you get 8 totally free practice examples on how you can improve your shot in your own time. So, what is a snapshot? We saw that shooting style in those video clips earlier, but let's tell a few words about that. In the beginning, I have to say that this video is very good for individual players who are learning the snapshot in the beginning phase, or if you are already a good shooter but you want to add up to your own tool bank on how to utilize that is really good on that as well. And this is good info also for coaches that are coaching every age group. When you are teaching young kids or you are trying to develop your goal scorers in elite teams as well. But a snapshot is another way to shoot really fast. Fast releasing is the most important bit on snapshot, and it is a shooting style where the ball is positioned more in the front of your body and you are capitalizing on that fast moment to score. It is a very good shooting style when you have already free space and time where you can release your shot, so you don't have to do any work to fight more space to you. It is a good tool to beat the goalie when he or she is unprepared, when they are moving sideways, when they are late for your shot, hands are not prepared to make a save, or the body is tilting into some direction. And this is a great way on scoring before the blockers catch up to you. And the term shooting readiness is one of the key concepts here. We made a video a couple of days ago about the passing readiness, but if you want to score, you need to be able to have the shooting readiness on as fast as possible and maintain that for as long as possible. So keep on being a constant threat and look unpredictable, that nobody knows when the shot is taking off or what are you going to do with the ball. From the perspective of a snapshot, the shooting readiness can be put on in different ball positionings. The ball might be way outside your body and nearer to the leg that is closer to your stick, so your stick side leg. It can be shot also from the positioning from somewhere between your legs, in front of your body. And it can be closer to the the far leg when you look it from the perspective of your stick, so the farther side leg, it can be released as well. Sometimes you have more time and space to transfer your weight perfectly on the shot, but most times you don't. So it is all about using the space and time with that quick release. Then let's go through the very basics of this shooting style. Like I said, that the quick release is the most important thing. In this shooting style, you're not dragging the ball any backwards or doing something like that you would do when you were shooting an in sweeper or out sweeper, but this is more of a fast hit or slap to the ball. Your direction of your chest needs to be open as possible to the goal. So in that way, your shooting angle is big enough. So try to think it in a way that how can you position your whole body orientation and how open is your blade. If you think about the angle where you're shooting, it should be wide as possible. Your playing position, how you are bending your knees and so needs to be low enough that you are able to create as much of force to the shot. Low hand and how open your blade is tilted guides the shot. So this is not totally like you were shooting in hockey where you need to have that much force and flex from the stick. You can do it in floorball by creating some force with your lower hand, but because the ball is lighter than a puck in a hockey, how open your blade is, how far is it tilted, that also creates the direction where the ball will be headed. And like I said about the hockey example there, it is more about both hands working, and especially the upper arm on the stick, that it needs to be pulling very rapidly towards your body. You need to do that in floorball in some fashion also, so your both hands needs to be working. The lower hand is pushing and following through the shot towards the goal, and your upper hand needs to be pulling at the right time towards your body. And use a flex that feels comfortable. You don't need as much of flex in floorball from your stick in a snapshot like in hockey, but try to find the proper flex that you're using, and you need to think about how wide apart your hands are on the stick, because if they are too close to each other, getting a full flex might be difficult, and if they are too wide apart, it might be really little hard to release a good snapshot. Then to the most important factors if you want to score with a snapshot. You snipers over there, hear me out. So shifting the ball into the shooting position and a fast release on top of that is really important. So you cannot always expect the ball to be played perfectly to the shooting position to you. You need to be able sometimes to shift the ball yourself somewhere far away from your body to the shooting position and then a fast release. Use some unpredictability on how you are shooting. Change the ways on how you are transferring the ball to the shooting position and catch the opposition off guard. If you do it always with the same traits and same manners, you are easier to defend against. And adjust the way you are shooting the snapshot to the space and time available. Because more you spend time on those weight transferings and so on to get some power to the shot, it is less likely that you can catch them off guard. So I don't like in this snapshot that we train only in a mechanistic way and repeat those, and you try to drill those weight transfers and all to the shot. It is very important. But the snapshot belongs to those situations that are very fast in their nature. So try to learn to shoot it from different positioning, sometimes getting more weight in your upper leg, sometimes getting less, and being prepared to score from all moments. And then some additional information if you are practicing this snapshot for the first time. Use the width and unpredictability to hide your intentions. If you hide your intentions, defenders and goalies will have a tougher task on finding out what you're going to do. The ball position should be in a way that you can create the most force. Even though it needs to be taken off fast, you will still need to push the ball into a position where you can get the most force out of it. Or in a position where there is the most space. So these are fast situations, right? So you cannot always shoot from where you want. You need to scan where the space is and then adjust where you're shifting the ball. Shifting the weight from back to the front and following through your weight transfer, it is really important if you want to shoot it with more power, but you need to think, is there time to do that? Or do you need to do that even faster without those weight transfers in some situations? Leg width and distance, how far apart those are, it should be in a situation where you are able to move around the field, because if you are too wide apart with your legs, it is hard for you to adjust if the ball goes sideways somehow. So imagine this, if you are jumping, imagine yourself jumping to the air and then falling down from there or dropping down. That leg width that you have in that situation is usually good for your playing position. So some sort of width that you are able to move into any direction. Lower hand creates much power on the snapshot, so try to push the ball to the direction of the goal. In an optimal situation, your upper hand would be in the first moment when you're about to release the shot a little away from your body, and then you would be pulling it as the lower hand pushes the ball towards the net. So you would get some movement motion and then power by pulling against your body, but you don't have time to do that either in most of the situations. And then the blade, how tilted it is, and your lower hand will determine that will your shot go a kilometer above the goal or does it go low. So imagine it like that. And this is a long list of different kind of situations where you can use the snapshot and capitalize on it. I'm not going to read this fully right now. You can get back to this list, but we will go through each situation through our example practices that you can do in your own time. But this is a very good shooting style and a way to utilize on those fast moments in the game, like turnovers, ending counter-attacks, but this fits quite well into organized attacking phases as well if you just have the wit enough to use it in there. And add up on your abilities to shift the ball to the shooting position from different ball positionings and mix up your stick handling before the shot, so you will be even more skillful and have more ways to open your shot by yourself. And the first drill, receiving sideways movement with the ball and then shot. This is a rather common one that a player receives a pass, like in this picture, behind the goal, takes the first touch, then they have already directed their body with before getting the pass right to the direction of the goal. After receiving, keep the ball in a shooting position, drive sideways to the goal in a way that you are opening up your shooting angle, and then a quick release. And try to be a constant threat throughout the whole sideways movement, so it is way harder to predict that when the shot takes off. And you can place a wall like in this picture that will showcase like how would a blocker be blocking your shot, and you need to go past that before shooting, but be prepared to shoot throughout the motion. This is the exact opposite of the previous one, as if in the previous one we were moving inside to the center with the ball. Now we are moving outside with the ball, but still maintaining that snapshot shooting readiness. You carry the ball forward at the first moment and then make a sideways movement to the outside, keeping the ball in a snapshot shooting position. Maintain that same shooting readiness throughout the whole sideways movement and mix up between the moments when you do the proper transfers with the body, the proper weight transfers, or just rushing through the shot, because in every situation you do not have a chance to adjust your body perfectly and do those weight transfers in a way that you desire. So sometimes try to mimic those moments when you have time to do those weight transfers, and sometimes just rush through the shot and focus on that fast releasing part. And this drill, moving to scoring area without the ball and keeping the forehand open, this mimics those moments when you have been moving without the ball into a goal scoring area and receive a pass, but somehow you are not able to shoot a one-timer from there. That is not the end of the world either. You can take just a tad of a touch to the ball, like under a second or a second, and then shoot and release a snapshot from there. That is lethal as well. So while you are moving without the ball to the scoring area, prepare yourself and your body to be open as possible. The feet are positioned to the goal, your pelvis is open, your chest is directed to there, and think about the blade. The shot takes off from the blade, so your blade needs to be as open enough, and if you would be looking from the perspective of your blade, it should see the most of the net, so the angle needs to be wide. And try to find the right timing to do that movement. Stay still for a bit in the goal and then move with the right timing to that open space in a way that the ball arrives in a just enough time to your blade and you make a fast release. So the next one, this is really simple. you take the ball from the outside flank and drive towards the goal. And if you have these moments in a game that you can drive to the goal and have free space, for example, if the closest defender is behind you and you have free space to use, you should make the choice to drive to the back post of the goal, because in that way, if you're driving to the back post, your forehand will be more open and the scoring angle will be more wide. If you are driving to the front post, you are by yourself, by your own actions, limiting your range where you can shoot. And the absolute worst is if you are moving to the corner. I have drawn this square to the corner, that dark square. Don't go there. If your intention is to score yourself directly from that situation, not to pass to anybody, don't go to the corner side. Front post is a little better, but the best one is to drive to the back post. Okay, here we went through a couple of clips again just to showcase and make you guys remember that you can sometimes open up your scoring angle with the backhand side as well to be even bigger. So you start off by the same starting position as in the previous example. You drive towards the goal and try to drive as far to the back post as possible, but before you are shooting, you are transferring the ball through the backhand side to the forehand side and then shooting from there. So you are, by that small movement of the ball, shifting the ball into a better angle, you are finding even a better scoring angle than you would have without doing that. This is a rather common one in the floorball fields as well, because not always the pass comes perfectly to your stick, but you still need to have the skill to shift the ball from the bad angle that could be, for example, in the backhand side against the sideboard. You need to be able to shift the ball yourself from there to a shooting angle and then capitalize on it. So this is a way how you can create something out of nothing in the field. You can get the bad situation to turn into a great situation by your own ball shiftment and then that quick releasing part. So you ask for your mate to pass to you into the sideboard, into a bad position, whatever that bad position may be, and you whatever you can decide where it is, and then you just shift the ball to the forehand side and then make a small cut towards the goal and focus on the moment that when you shift the ball to the forehand side, try to release it as fast as possible. This is rather simplistic as well, but this is really important for the juniors to learn in a young age enough, and for the elite players also, that you are able to carry the ball into those scoring chances. So you just start off from the side flanks and drive diagonally towards the net, but now you are not carrying the ball in a two-handed grip. You are either carrying it by only using the lower hand on the stick or only using the upper hand on the stick. And you drive with a fast pace with that positioning of the ball in that one-handed grip, and then turn it quickly to the shooting position where you can launch a good snapshot. And yet again, the moment when you shift the ball far outside your body to that shooting readiness position, that is the key, that you need to do that in a fast manner and then release the shot fast. And this is rather simplistic as well, so you can start off, for example, from the middle of the field or from wherever you like, in the sideboards, no matter. The most important thing is that you are facing the goal and you are carrying the ball towards the goal and you are doing some sort of stick handling. For example, you can turn the ball as far away from your body and do few of those backhand forehand dribbles there. Then you shift it to another side and then to another side. You can do that once, twice, 3 times, how many times you like. But it is all about controlling the ball, stick handling far away from your body. And once you have decided to shoot from that, you just, yet again, quickly shift the ball from far outside your body to that shooting readiness position and then launch a fast snapshot from that. And try to improv while you're doing that. We all have many skills that we can do, so be creative. Do some sort of stick handling and then release a quick snapshot after that quick transferring moment. And okay guys, that was it. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed and you got some good tips to your own individual practices. But now, if this was a good content, get your mates into this channel to watch our videos and subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already yourself subscribed, do so you can get this good content constantly. Like the video and follow us on socials. We are in Instagram and I am on Facebook. Now have a good training week. Bye.